Hey guys, it's great to see you. For the next couple of weeks, we're going to be talking about things that make us say, wow. So what makes you say wow? Have you ever seen something and thought, that's amazing? Sometimes nature definitely makes me do that. Have you ever stood at a huge waterfall and watched all the water rushing past? What about when you've been out in the garden and it's been raining and then you look up and you see a beautiful rainbow in the sky? That makes me definitely say, wow, that's amazing. Sometimes if you go out of the city and you look up at the sky at night, you can see millions of stars. That makes me realize how big the world is that God made. That's definitely something wow. Or sometimes it's as simple as seeing a flower and just seeing how beautiful it is and how carefully and intricately it's made. There are things that people do that can make us say wow too. If people do something that's really hard and you think, whoa, I could never do that. That's amazing. Those things can make us say wow. Sometimes it's as simple as getting a great surprise. Have you ever opened up a birthday gift and been like, wow, that's just what I wanted? Or what about when someone just did something kind for you or gave you something and you thought, wow, that's really special? There are many things that can make our eyes pop and make us just feel completely amazed. But we're going to be talking over the next couple of weeks about the most incredible wow stories. And did you know that we can find a lot of the most amazing wow things in the whole world right here in the Bible? The Bible is a book that's made up of lots of little books that tell us all about God. They teach us about Jesus, God's Son, and He did many amazing things. So for the next few weeks, we'll be talking about some wow things that Jesus did. They show us and remind us that God is big and strong. There is nothing that's bigger or more powerful than Him. And we can know and feel safe in knowing our God who is alive and who is powerful. He is the God of wow. I don't know about you, but I love maths because it always makes sense. It's perfectly logical. For example, if I have one thing and then I add one more thing, I always get two, right? And what about if I have 5 things and I have 5 people? So let's say, for example, I have 5 rolls of bread and I want to give each person something for lunch. So if I have 5, then I can give 1 to each person, right? 1 for you, 1 for you, 1 for you, 1 for you, 1 for you. 5. It works out perfectly. But Jesus did something amazing with maths once. Something truly wow. He had 5 rolls or 5 loaves of bread and 2 little fish. Now, how many people do you think that could feed? Maybe 5 if each person had 1 roll and a little piece of fish. Maybe it would feed 2 people or 3 people a little bit better. What about 5,000 people? I don't think that would work, right? 2 fish, 5 loaves of bread, 5,000 people? That maths doesn't really make any sense. But Jesus did an incredible miracle where He multiplied the food and He made this little bit of food enough for all of those people. Wow! Let's go find out what happened.
Stories of the Bible. Jesus feeds the 5,000. This is Jesus,
Hey-o!
who is the Son of God and the Savior of the world. While Jesus was on earth, He taught everyone about God's love. He did many miracles and healed people of their sickness.
Oh, hey, everyone!
A huge crowd kept following Him wherever He went because they saw His miraculous signs as He healed the sick. A crowd started to gather around Jesus. There were 5,000 men and many more women and children. Turning to Philip, He asked,
Hey, Philip!
"Where can we buy bread to feed all these people?" You see, Jesus was testing Philip, for He already knew what He was going to do.
Um,
Philip replied, "Even if we worked for months, we wouldn't have enough money to feed them.
Hey, I got an idea.
Then Andrew spoke up. There's a young boy here with 5 barley loaves and 2 fish. But what good is that with this huge crowd? Jesus said, "Tell everyone to sit down."
Right, everyone, sit down.
Then Jesus took the loaves, gave thanks to God, and gave them to the people.
Here you go.
Afterward, he did the same with the fish. And they all ate as much as they wanted.
Want some more?
I'm all good, thanks.
After everyone was full, Jesus told his disciples, "Now gather the leftovers, so that nothing is wasted."
You got it.
So they picked up the pieces and filled 12 baskets with scraps, left by the people who had eaten from the 5 barley loaves and 2 fish.
Isn't that story amazing? God did something amazing with that maths, and he fed all those people with just one little boy's lunch. That story always reminds me that I should bring whatever I have to Jesus, even if I think that what I have to offer is small or insignificant or not really enough. When I bring what I can do to God or bring him what I have, he can use it to do amazing things that will make everyone stop and say, "Wow." So remember that no matter how small you feel, God can use you just like he used that little boy to do amazing miracles. Nothing is too difficult for God. He is really big and really strong. Our memory verse for today comes from Mark 10, verse 27, and it says, "With God, all things are possible." I don't know about you, but that makes my heart so glad to remember that my God is big and powerful. There is nothing that is impossible for him. With God, anything is possible. So say the verse with me again. Mark 10, verse 27. With God, all things are possible.